Hey, what's up, card fighters? BOTCG here, and I wanted to go over and go ahead and deck profile the DIREFUL doll deck that I did use to go undefeated in the Constructed Cup at my local game store. Shoutouts to House Rules Gaming, even though he didn't receive any of the prizes for the Constructed Cup, so he kind of just ran it like a normal tournament, which it's kind of whatever. To me personally, it was just like a reprieve from Shiranui, so I felt really good in that fact. But let's just get right into the deck profile. I do run this a little bit different, I think, than what people are generally doing. They're like running a lot of the cycle card, or they're running the old cycler for Dark States as well. I'm just trying to keep this a little bit more pure, just because of the way I'm trying to play the game with this deck. Alright, so going on to our grade 3s, we're playing 3 copies of Android and then 1 cup for 4 Persona Reds. You don't have to Persona Red in this deck, but it's just so much more powerful if you do Persona Red. So you do want a Persona Red if you have the let me see if I can. There we go. That's better. You do want a Persona Red if you have the opportunity. So that's the reason why we're running it the way we are. And is there a way I can make it? Alright. We fixed the lighting situation, fellas. We've unlocked the lighting technology. Alright, but getting on to the rest of our grade 3s. 4 copies of Libertia. Libertia is just a very important piece in this deck in combination with the multi-attacker grade 2. It's generally how you basically keep recycling the same multi-attacker grade 2 and using it every turn. So just a very important DIREFUL doll piece. 4 copies of the multi-attacker grade 2 Providencia. When I was first playtesting this deck, funny little story, I thought she was Counter Blast 1 and Energy Blast 3. So I was like, oh, that's why everybody's calling this deck very Counter Blast intensive. And then I read the card, I'm like, oh, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. But yeah, generally your Counter Blast is going to be on your from your Android skill and from your Libertia's secondary skill, but you don't have to Counter Blast to draw. It's not mandatory at all to get the rest of the effects. It's just a nice to have, not really a need to have. And then 3 main deck copies of the Rideline grade 2 Griselda. Griselda's just really good. You just need to have a DIREFUL doll Vanguard for her rear guard effect. She's really good in the early game, just to like help you keep up, so you're not just really like riding, swing, pass, ride, swing, pass. It's just really good. This is really good in the early game, and this is what's prompting me to run a little bit higher of a DIREFUL doll count than I guess the normal DIREFUL doll deck would probably run. 3 copies of the Rideline grade 1 Solarila. She's just a 13k booster or 13k attacker if you're on Arnold or Android, or however, like, man, I'm just gonna call him Arnold. 4 copies of DIREFUL doll Pelgia. This is like one of your better DIREFUL dolls, just because she can come out from the bind zone as a 15k shield, and she just helps fill your soul very fast. Like, Libertia and Pelgia are just very important to just keep recycling your DIREFUL dolls from the drop zone. And then my last DIREFUL doll that I'm playing to just try and maximize on my doll count is 2 copies of DIREFUL doll Simone. I'm not really I wasn't playing this in the tournament. I was playing 2 of the cycle card, but there was opportunities where the cycle card being non-DIREFUL doll kind of hurt me more than it helped me. There was like, well, oh, I guarded with it, cool, I get to draw, or like I discarded it, cool, I get to draw. Because of the way I play the deck, and I do kind of want to do like a little bit of grade 2 game with Griselda, I just want to have like a way higher doll count than what your normal DIREFUL doll deck would be, because they would probably not play this grade 1, or I've seen lists that don't play the grade 1 DIREFUL doll at the max copies. Probably take this out, and then they'll take out 1 of Griselda and just play 4 of the cycler, which like, it's not bad, but I'm just trying to play a more pure build, and I'll reap the benefits of playing a more pure build. And then for our non-engine cards, 4 copies of Almagestar Schwartz Sparta. This is really good if you're going second and you're able to set up one of your DIREFUL triggers into your soul early, just to like set up that defense while you're aggressing your opponent. If you're going first, it's really not necessary. I generally just discard it if I'm going first, or mull it away if I'm going first. But going second is very crucial. Of course, you have to have the DIREFUL trigger and a way to put into soul to get that immediate value off of it. But this is just something that just makes you like very hard to kill in the late game. Like this is what makes this deck a very grindy deck. It's already a very grindy deck in general just because of Peliga, but it's just like a very grindy deck on top of that because of Schwartz Sparta. 2 copies of Purple Amethyst. This is the countercharge of the deck. I really haven't found myself using it as much as I thought I would, but it's there in case I need it, and then it's an additional 20k shield on top of like all the giant, like on top of the shield that this deck already procures from just doing its strategy. Like this is probably one of my favorite decks in set 1 of the Fated Clash right now. I haven't played all of them yet. I'm still testing, but just being able to like be aggressive and still like have like a really good defense at the same time. I'm not lying to you guys, it literally felt like I was cheating. Like, what, are you kidding, bro? This in standard, this amount of shield in standard. 1 of the Blitz PG, you kind of need it for Shiranui. 3 of the DPGs. Now you will notice that I'm running the cup instead of Angel Ladder. You just benefit way more off of the cup than instead of Angel Ladder. It's really only for Shiranui, and you already have the Blitz Order PG, so I would rather have this than Angel Ladder. In my personal opinion, all around going, I would rather have this than Angel Ladder. It feels way better and smoother in the deck. This is something else that I did change afterwards as well. Going on to our triggers. We're maxing out on the DIREFUL triggers as well. There's only 8 DIREFUL triggers currently. 4 copies of the DIREFUL heal, 4 copies of the DIREFUL crit, 4 of the into soul crit, 3 of the 20k front, and then 1 of the blue OT. Blue OT, man, I told y'all about the blue OT. Man, everyone's like red. Now red is like $6 and the blue OT is like sitting around 20s. So yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. We're very like extremely close to 1k subs. So when that does happen, we are going to be doing a big play mat giveaway of these. This is our channel mat. If you're interested in that at all, we are going to be giving away to our loyal subscribers. I think I'm gonna give away like 10 or 15. I'm not quite sure yet, but I still do have like a bunch of these. But yeah, guys, I would consider this like I wouldn't consider this the best deck at all, but I'd consider it like a very high tier 2 or like one of the just got in there tier 1 decks. It really depends how much Shiranui you fight against, because obviously it's going to be a hard matchup because of the way that deck is. But I do think this is like one of those decks that you would have a better chance than normal playing up against Shiranui, just because of how naturally tanky it is. But anyways, guys, y'all have a great night. Later.